NBA.
Welcome back to the American Express halftime reporting. Players in the league gonna learn. Antetokounmpo don't play. Shout out to the Wu-Tang. But anyway, Antetokounmpo, 18 points right there. Zeke, you scouted this man when he was out in Greece. Is he the same type of player? What did you see then that was so special about him?
What was special about him was his ability to handle the basketball at 7 feet tall. I mean, that was just something I hadn't seen before. And his coach was letting him play the point guard position. So this isn't anything new for him in terms of handling the basketball and being in an open court. You know, this is how he's always played.
So hold on, Zeke. You know, a lot of people blamed or gave credit to Jason Kidd or said Jason Kidd can't coach because he put this kid at this position and he needs a point guard. But you're saying this is the way he's been playing the whole time. It's just getting better.
This is how he's played his entire life. And I'm sure Jason Kidd went back and looked at some of his old film and saw that this was his natural position at point guard. The only thing that Jason and I probably as point guards would be concerned about is, does he have the emotional intelligence in terms of feel? Like, knowing when Chris Webber is having a bad night, okay, I got to get him off.
Sacrifice your game.
Okay, Kevin, you know, can I help you get some a little bit? Yep. It's like what he has in terms of his natural gifts in ball handling. I don't know if he has the emotional intelligence to go along with it in terms of sensitivity for his teammates. And that's what makes Jason really good, and that's what we're hoping that Giannis can develop.
And before we get to Kevin and talk about how to take advantage of the big fellas inside, let's stick on Giannis a little bit more. We talked about him being at this kind of important point in his career after these years. Explain to the fans, because last week, Zeke, I asked you, what should Antetokounmpo do to be great? Yeah. You said, keep who he is, stay unique. And he's at that point where either he has to make players better or worse.
No, you can do both.
Okay.
LeBron James makes players better, right? But what the difference between a LeBron James and a Giannis is right now is LeBron has that emotional intelligence for, you know, his teammates. And I really do think it could be a cultural thing. Like, he's American. Giannis grew up in Greece. So, you know, he understands how to get players together, how to talk to them. Body language, everything else. Yeah. I think there's going to be, you know, a learning curve for him to understand when I need to get this guy off and how he's feeling today. Did he have some problems at home, you know, in the relationship or whatever?
Right.
He came to the arena mad.
Sad today,
yeah. All those things affect your game, and he's got to invest himself into his teammates emotionally as opposed to just with the basketball.
Kevin, you talked about your role.
One quick thing on just on Antetokounmpo, then I'll get off it.
No, I want to keep on Antetokounmpo.
Right. Well, what LeBron was able to do, as soon as he came off the pick, the big would roll. If that big was checked through, the corner guy had to be open because there's two on him. There's a guy shading him. His recognition of where the open man was going to be just from his basketball IQ was so high that it allowed him to make these phenomenal passes as a 19-year-old kid. Yeah. I think Antetokounmpo's next big step is understanding there's two on me, the guy's rolling, he's guarded, has to be far corner. Because, I mean, I was coaching against LeBron. LeBron would come off these picks and just throw these seeds across the floor, and I'd be like, we got no defense for him. I mean, he reads everything so quickly, and that's the big thing with Antetokounmpo. To make everybody better, you got to read the situation really, really quick. Chris, I go back to you at the elbow in Sacramento. You knew immediately on that split when that guy turned his head that Bibby was going backdoor, and you were leading the pass. Even before Bibby cut, you knew you were going to hit him. And that's what great people, great passers do. They anticipate everything.
You played with Bird. And let's stay out here because I'm privy to listening to you guys doing the halftime or doing the game. You played with Bird, and you said something, not a similarity about not comparing Antetokounmpo to Bird, but you talked about how you got to Boston and you had a role. Yeah. Came off at the sixth man. Shoot here, don't shoot, rebound. And so you were able to dominate and grow in the game. And you were saying other players might have a little too much freedom, and sometimes that doesn't let you know what you can do and can't do right away.
I think sometimes with all that freedom, you get some bad habits because, coach, you're taking bad shots. Look, I came in as a rookie. Tiny Archibald wanted to win the championship. Yeah. These guys, and they were serious pros. And I'm like a dumb rookie, like, hey. And they were like, they wanted to win. So, like, there were shots I didn't take. And if I took them, they'd be like, nah, Brooke, this is your role. and you know what to do. But it really gave me a great insight. There was no wasted possessions. I couldn't go out and experiment. I mean, my experimenting all had to be very, very in a small little box because they were like, hey, this is what you're doing. So it made me a better player, but much different. I think Antetokounmpo right now needs to take his box and just knock it down a little bit. I'm going to make everybody better, and I'm still going to be able to do my thing.
I tell you what, a guy that's been making people better, Zeke, you said he might be an all-star this year, and if their record improves or if they keep it going for the Pistons, Tobias Harris.
Oh, Tobias!
That boy might have.